Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be the rewards opening for my 100% exploration of Act 9.3. I finished 9.3 a few days ago actually. I just haven't done my rewards opening because I've been sick the past couple of days, but I'm feeling a lot better and decided, I'll do it tonight. We'll go ahead and open up the crystals that I got and see if we can pull something good. We're going to get right into it though. To take a look at the crystals I want to open, I have to remember what the rewards actually were. There weren't like a ton of crystals that we can open. So we do have the two 7-star class hero crystal selector crystals that we'll be able to choose from. I think we're going to do one science and then one tech, and I'll go over the reasons why later. We'll also open a couple of 7-star crystals, and though I want to save for the next Titan already, I think I'm going to open one Titan. And the main reason is because I want to awaken Okoye. At the next rotation, she leaves the Titan, and so now is one of my best chances to awaken her, unless I get an awakening gem down the road that I could throw onto her. But I think we're going to go for one more crystal and try to awaken her. I'm also going to have one rank up at the end of the video, and I'm going to go over the two champions that I just took to rank 4. I took them up prematurely just because I wanted to use them in Alliance War, and just in other areas too, but I didn't want to wait on those rank 4s because of how useful they are. So I already took them up to rank 4, and I'll be showing those too at the end of the video. But with that, let's go ahead and hop on over and open up a few crystals. So let's just go down here. We do have, here are the 7-star crystals. We're going to first actually open up, let's pop open this signature crystal. Perfect. Mutant will go on to Jean Grey. We'll open some of these class catalyst crystals. So we have almost 70 of the 25%. So we're going to get a lot of catalysts from these. So let's just pop all of these open because I want to do lots of rank ups coming up, and we'll take as many catalysts as we can get. Alrighty, there we go. So we got, wow, that's bugged out. Okay. Well, it looks like, if this is correct, 1 cosmic, 1 mutant, 2 science, 3 mystic, 6 skill, quite a lot of skill, which actually works out because I'm going to take up a skilled champion. And 3 tech. So yeah, it's very weird that it was bugged out like that with holes in there. Just pop these open too. Alright, let's get on to the more fun crystals. So we have a couple of StatCast relic crystals to open. Let's open up the 6-star. We'll just tap this quickly, see if we can get anybody new, or at least an awakening on one of the relics that I already have. See here, a new Hulkling. Okay, that one's pretty good. Hulkling is a very nice relic. I have a 7-star one that I've got on my Serpent now, which has both special attack damage increase and block penetration. Really good for her special one. So once these relics apply on defense, it's going to do a lot of damage with that special one. Alright, now for the more important one, let's go ahead and open up this 7-star StatCast relic. Who I want from here? I'd love a Prowler for my Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. Who else is good in there? Bullseye would be nice. Honestly, I'd even take an awakening on one that I already have, just to bump up that prestige. Let's see what we can get here. Really happy with just about anyone, especially if they're new. And okay, we got, I think that's my second Kushala. I think I already have one. What are their focuses? Okay, so energy resistance, and I think that was physical resistance. Not too bad. That could go on one of my defense focused 7-star Mystic champions. We'll have to look at that later. There we go. Alright, let's see. Anything else here? Let's just pop open a couple of these other relic crystals. See if we get anything there. Awakening, all good. We do have one of the regular Battlecast relic 6 stars. From here, who I want most, I'm looking for Thor. Thor is a big one. I think Sentinel I also need. Who else? There's quite a few that I'm missing. Gambit's one. Just any new would be awesome. No, Juggernaut, okay. I already have him awakened. I think I actually used one of my awakening gems on him. So he's not at an even signature level. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, so he's 72 now. Not too bad. He's one of my top relics, so that increases the prestige. Even if it's just a couple, we'll take it. Alright, we'll skip over these other relics. They're just smaller crystals here. Alright, so we'll open... I don't remember how many of these specifically are from 9.3, but let's go ahead and open 4 crystals. Well, we can only open 4, but let's just go ahead and open all of these. Alright, we'll back out, and then we'll just quick tap each of these, see if we can pull anything good from these. Champions I'm looking for, Prowler, Shocker, Sherry Dupe would be nice. Didn't get it though. I think I've already awakened Penny Parker, but signature levels on her aren't too bad. I might take her up eventually. Who else do I need? Dupe on Photon would be amazing. Count Nefaria, just some of these champions that I'm looking for, whether they be new or dupes. Prowler, oh, come on. Man, I really want Prowler. Not only is he just a phenomenal champion, but he's one of the top prestige champions, and so I really want to pull him. I have 2 Tech Awakening gems, so if I happen to pull him, I'm very likely just going to dump one of those Awakening gems into him, and then start putting Sig levels in as well. All right, let's see if we can get something good here. Anything good? Not good at all. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not going to use her. She's like 660 now, I think, if not higher. Okay, only 40. Still, not a champion that I'm going to use. All right, let's see if we can get anything good from this last crystal. Anything at all, please. And no. The answer is no. Nothing good from these. Okay. Well, hey, I will take duds from here if it means a good Titan pull later. Not the best batch there, but that's okay. We'll move on. Act like that did not happen. All right, heading over. Let's go ahead and open up these crystals now. And so the 2 that we're going to go for 1 tech and then 1 science, I think. Yeah. I looked beforehand at like how many of each class I want to pull, and these 2 have the highest like hits for me, I guess, from each class. Okay. So from the science crystal, top 3, really like the only 3 that I'm looking for. Photon, number 1 for sure. Count Nefaria, number 2. Well, Photon would be a dupe. Count Nefaria would be brand new. And 3rd, I would like an Awakening on my theme. I would just like to take him up for Alliance War purposes, but also for Battleground as a defender. So any of those 3 would be optimal. Am I not going to get them? Probably not, but we can see here. Oh, you just had to roll over thing. Okay. Well, I think... Does that awaken my Red Hulk? It does. I was one of the lucky few to not pull Red Hulk like 20 times from the Titan pull when he was in there, so it's not bad. We'll take it. He's not a bad champion by any means. Just not someone that I really want to take up, especially when the science class is so stacked. So not the champion that I'm looking for there. But hey, maybe the Tech Crystal will be good. So from Tech, top 3 champions that would be brand new. We have Prowler, Shocker, and Omega Sentinel. If I can get any of those 3, it'd be awesome. 1 dupe that I would really like too would be Shuri. So there are a lot of champions from here that I'd be really happy about. But also a lot of misses. So let's see if we can happen to get one of them. We are landing on a... Wow! We actually got Prowler. Okay. That's crazy. Whew. I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting to get a dud, but we actually got Prowler. There we go. All right. Man, I'm like at the point where I don't even care where we get from the Titan Crystal. I got Prowler. Prowler's amazing. So yeah, I'll probably use one of my Tech Awakening gems on him just so I can start putting in my Tech 6 stones. I think I've got like around 20. I've been saving them really for Prowler, if I was able to pull him, and there's just no one else that I want to put those 6 into yet. So there we go. Got Prowler. Very happy with that. One of the rare scenarios where one of the class-based crystals actually work out in your favor. I think that's probably of all of the class-based crystals I've ever opened, the only crystal where I've ever actually gotten something that I've been after. So that's very nice. All right, let's go with the 7-star Titan crystal. So briefly to go over who I'm looking for from here. If you've seen my recent Titan opening, you know that I got a lot of the champions I was after. But there are still quite a few champions in here that I'm looking for, or I wouldn't mind pulling another time. So just to go through champions that I'm okay with, we'll count them off. So we have Yelena Belova would be brand new. Really want her. Spider-Woman, wouldn't mind more SIGs on her. Gallon dupe would be brand new. Bastion, would be okay. The SIGs aren't bad on him. We'll say okay for Bastion. Don't want Cyclops, so still at 4. Jean Grey would love SIGs on her. Baron Zemo dupe would be good. High Evolutionary would be good. Nico SIGs would be good as well. Carolina SIGs would be good. Maker, I already awakened him. Don't really want more SIGs because I'm not going to use him. Cassandra Nova, I think I pulled her once, so I wouldn't mind awakening her, so there's 10 good pulls. Koye would be a fantastic. That makes 11. No on Falcon. No on Spider-Man. Arnim Zola, I wouldn't mind pulling him from here, because then when the compensation comes around, I could just pick a Titan, so I wouldn't mind him. We'll say 12 there. And then no on Dazzler and Gentle. So there are 12 out of 18 pulls that I'd be happy or just okay with. 2/3 of the crystals. So this is probably going to be the last Titan that I open before the next batch. I'm going to start saving. So let's see if we can get lucky and pull one of the 12 champions that I would want. Top 3, though, would definitely be brand new Yelena, dupe on Okoye, and probably, I think it's a toss-up between a dupe on Gallon or Baron Zemo. I'm not sure. But let's see if we can get just any of the pulls that I really am hoping for. All right, and we are landing on a... Ooh, Bastion. Okay, not bad. You know, he likes the SIG, so I'm okay with that. It's not one of my top pulls, but he's at least not one of the 6 that I wanted to avoid, so we're okay with that. You know, good champion to end the crystal opening with. I really like Bastion. You know, I think he's still very underrated for a lot of people. And at least in the high tier Alliance Wars where I'm playing, he's often banned just because of how much he can do. That's it for all the crystals today. Let's go ahead and take up a champion to rank 3. And I've already been talking about her a lot in this video. And that champion is Okoye. So even though I don't have her awakened, you know, she's a phenomenal champion, and she's just going to do so much for my account, even unawakened. So we're going to take her up to rank 3. And now I think... Well, let's go ahead and use 1 Awakening Gem, just so that I can not be maxed out on those. So if we get more, you know, they don't go into overflow. Let's go ahead and pump some ISO into her, bring her up to level 35, and then take her up to rank 3. So yeah, Okoye, phenomenal champion. She can handle so many matchups, and her damage output is just fantastic. So I really wanted to not only pull her, but take her up at least to rank 3. I might eventually take her to rank 4, not unawakened though. It's really tough wanting to take up champions to rank 4 who are unawakened. I know Jean Grey was an exception. I took her up to rank 4 before she was awakened, but that was a special case because my wife picked her. And, you know, Jean Grey is fantastic, so she's definitely, you know, worthy of rank 4 unawakened. Okoye, probably good as well, just not someone that I want to take up to rank 4, you know, unless I use her a ton and really love using her offensively, you know, then I might. We'll just have to wait and see. There we go, up to level 45. So yeah, I'm very happy with Okoye up at rank 3. And to take a quick look at the champions that I took to rank 4, you can probably already see them here. The first one is Shothra. Love Shothra. I've been using her so much more in all forms of content. Battlegrounds, Alliance War, General Questing. Very amazing champion. Very underrated, I would say, especially in Alliance War. She often does not get banned. And I think that she is one of the champions that is very worthy of a ban every single Alliance War. She can handle so many fights in so many nodes that you wouldn't think she can handle. She's just a phenomenal champion and very deserving of rank 4. And so she's actually also my first Mystic rank 4 on my account. I think my next Mystic rank 4 is going to be Nico. I haven't really used her yet, so I'll have to see how she handles. But I'm very familiar with Shothra, love playing her, and she's an amazing rank 4. And for the other champion who I haven't played as much, but I'm falling in love with because she is so strong, is Carolina Dean. So I took her up to rank 4 as well, and we're putting some signature stones into her. I'm going to finish max sigging my Dark Phoenix, and then all cosmic sigs that I get will go into Carolina Dean. She's a pretty good prestige champion as well, and just an all-around phenomenal champion. She's good offensively, defensively, and she has so much damage. You know, a little bit of utility, not a ton of utility, but the utility that she does have is nice, especially with the glancing mechanic. Lets her to take fights like Bullseye, which you would think otherwise not be able to take. All around, she's a fantastic champion, and I'm very happy to have her up at rank 4. You know, I might be placing her in Alliance War on defense at least for some time. We'll have to see. I would love to use her in Alliance War. I just don't need her for my paths specifically, but who knows, down the road I might use her more in Alliance War and in other areas of the contest. We'll just have to wait and see, but for now, she's at least rank 4 on my account, and I'm very happy to have her there. So from completing Act 9.3, I am now up to 10 rank 4 champions, completely free to play. I get questions sometimes if I'm actually free to play when people look at how many units I have, but yeah, I'm free to play. I get all of my units from the arena and just other areas of the contest. It's crazy how many units you can get free to play if you play this game enough. You know, most of those do come from arena, one of the most boring parts of the game, but there are ways to make it a little more entertaining and just to make it more bearable. But yeah, so we're at 10 rank 4s, and I just want to keep getting more rank 4s on my account. The more that I can have, the easier my push and climb in battlegrounds will be, and just the stronger my account will be as a whole. So the more we can get, the better off we'll be. That's going to do it for today's video. A bit of a longer one, sorry about that, but I appreciate you if you stuck around to the end. If you're new here and want to see more MCOC content, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so that you are alerted when I upload. Just want to thank you again, appreciate you for being here today, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care.